people on GMK TV. Tikka T1X, I bought one this year, my first Tikka. Super little rifle, really like it. This one's in 2.2 long rifle, so I use it mainly for longer range 2.2 long rifle shooting, which is a lot of fun and also quite hard. Couple of things with the gun, obviously things come out of the box, and there's usually something you can say, well, that could be better. For someone like me who's large and got long arms, I found the length of pull as standard from the box very limiting. Take the tape measure of this from the trigger blade to the plastic butt pad. It's just a tad over 13 inches, which is probably an inch and a half, maybe a little bit more. Winston short was too short for me. Not an issue, you can shoot with it, but you feel a bit cramped. The other thing I did find that Tikka supply a thin plastic butt plate, more than adequate for a 2.2 in terms of recoil, but I find in the shoulder, used to have rubber butt pads that give you a bit of grip, the plastic pad tends to slide too much. So I did a couple of things. First thing I did, I bought a set of shims here. These are Tikka shims. They're easy to fit, you'll see later on, and they add an extra 3/4 inch to the length of pull, which is pretty good. You slap on the plastic butt plate, which gives you another sort of 1 inch. Even though length of pull still wasn't ideal for me, it was certainly a lot better than the standard gun. You still had the issue of the slippery butt pad. So I then went back to importers GMK, and they said they sell the Tikka T3 rubber recoil pad, the T3x. It is the same size stock and inlet, so anything that fits a T3 pretty much will fit a T1. So I then got hold of this, and that brings the length of pull up to 14, just under 14.5 inches, which I find now, measuring it on the old crook of the elbow, just about perfect for me. It's a quick fix, it's not a problem. Even if you don't have a huge length of pull like me, you don't have to buy the spacers, you can just put the pad on, because that gives much better shoulder adhesion. Anyway, let's take it off and just see how it goes on. All you need is a Phillips screwdriver. Go into the back end, undo the top and bottom screws, and the butt pad starts to come off, as you can see. By the way, when you get the new butt pad, Tikka supply longer screws for it if you're going to use the spacer kit. The spacers come off, 1, 2, 3 and 4. They're easy to fit, and they are, for fine tuning, they're a great bit of kit. And that is the butt pad. You see the 2 screws. So what you do, when you want to put it back on, if you're using spacers, you lock them in like so, put them all together so they're all flush and looking nice, and then just wind in the 2 screws, just keeping these in a nice pack, and you're done. It's as simple as that. 2 very good accessories for this rifle. You may not need them both, but if you do, well, it's certainly made this butt what I would call man size now. Okay, if you like what you see, tell your friends, support the site, pass it on, and if you need to speak to me about anything, come back to me on pmore.shootingsports@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you if you have any questions or requests, see if I can get your kit and look at. Until then, good shooting.